Hey y'all, Rick Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punchwally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Sunday, September 14th, 2025, year of our Lord, season number 3, episode number 257. In today's show, we are going to talk about my memo. Let's go. In my life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, S-P-I-R-E, ConstructionInc.com. Full-scale residential general contractor. They can do anything you need in your house, your roof, your floor, your heating, your air conditioning. You want to remodel the kitchen? SpireConstructionInc.com. Tell them I sent you. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers for Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. But right now, turn off that news. It's depressing anyway, right? Let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1976. So in 1976, Ricky and Randy had graduated high school, and Rand went off to the United States Army. The Army didn't want me because of my asthma. Don't blame them. But my brother was healthier than a horse. They took him. So I stayed behind in Irving, Texas, and I'd go to work for Roach Paint. And on the way home, my Memo, Eileen, the one, the bike that I have with the holes in the gas tank, I named that bike Eileen, A-I-L-E-E-N, after my grandma. So I'd go, but we called her Janelle. Everybody called her Janelle. We call her Memo. So Memo would say, hey, when you get home when you leave work tomorrow, just come over to my house. She lived a few miles from me. I'll cook you supper. I'd say, okay, I'll come over. Later on in the day, before I got off, I'd say, what are you cooking for supper? She'd say, don't worry about it, just come over. I'd come over. She'd cook supper. She drove a Pinto station wagon. She had a husband, but he wasn't our grandpa, really. He was just her husband. His name was Raymond. Raymond was a good guy, but he didn't like me because my hair was too long. He'd say, why don't you get a haircut? One time we were at Christmas, and he blurted out, I'll give you $50 to get a haircut. And everybody stopped and looked at him. And he's looking right at me, and I said, what's that? He said, I'll give you $50 to get a haircut. I looked at him, and I said, I'll give you $100 if you grow yours. Everybody started laughing. He got pissed and went in his bedroom and slammed the door. But I'd call over there. He'd answer the phone. Hello. I'd say, let me talk to my Memo. And he'd slam the phone down on the table, and he'd say, it's your boy. I'd go over there back in those days, 4 or 5 nights a week, have her cook, hang out with my Memo. She loved her grandkids. She was tough. One time she said, let me brush your hair, let me brush your hair, let me brush your hair. And I said, no, you'll cut it. She'll say, I'm not going to cut it. I just want to brush it, make it look better. I said, okay. So she brushed it a few times. She said, have you ever thought about putting it in a ponytail? And she pulled it tight. She grabbed some scissors and cut it like that. I said, what's wrong with you? Why'd you do that? You got to go get a haircut now. And I had to go get a haircut. One time I had her come over to my house to get I don't know what it was. I think the electrician or somebody was coming out. She didn't want me to take off work, so she said she'd come over to my house. She did. And I came home and I had posters that said, lovers have the best beer bellies or something. It was a picture of a wet t-shirt with a girl in it. She ripped it off the wall. I had a picture that said, a poster that said, your problem is obvious, and it was a guy with his you-know-what up his you-know-what. She ripped it off the wall. And I went over there and I said, why'd you rip my posters off the wall? And she said, because the guy came over there to do work, and he looked at those posters, and so I ripped them off the wall while he was watching. She was tough. She was a tough one. Let's check those. Ooh, you got those black boot-bottom Chucks on. I wonder how these would look with white shoestrings. One eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome Chucks. You want to check the office? Yeah. So when my wife found that picture the other day, she also found that picture of me and Alice and Trixie and my wife. So that'll be before Ethel was born there. See how pretty Alice is? See how pretty my granddaughter is? There's a card from Roach Paint Company, Millionaire Club, meaning I sold $1 million worth of paint. Hi, Ma. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today? September 14th, 1949 was a Wednesday. Grandma wrote, we went to town. It is rainy today. I dressed 23 chickens for the deep freeze. Gladys Southall came down. I don't know how to dress a chicken, but I actually think that I've done it before at my grandma's house when I was a kid. I think they made me dress a couple of chickens, but I'm not much of a chicken dresser. Dad joke, why didn't Han Solo enjoy his supper? It's too chewy. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. You must first be a dreamer before your dreams can come true. Excuse me while I cough. True. How can your dreams come true if you have no dreams? And your dreams don't have to be winning the lottery, which is you're just as liable to get shark bit at the swimming pool. But your dreams can be doing something you enjoy doing for a living, like me. Or that you get along better with the people around you, your workmates. You know, your dreams can be anything. Your dreams can be moving to the villages in Florida, getting a golf cart and riding around with all the old people because they're your age. That could be your dreams. That ain't my dream. I got some dreams, but I'm going to keep them here in my heart. All right, today is Sunday, so we'll have live music today from 1 to 5. We had a good crowd yesterday. I expect a good crowd today. We had Christina Matthews' birthday party yesterday. We had a good turnout for that. Happy birthday, Christina. All right, I got to go. I got Sunday things to do. Remember, there ain't no place like this place. So long for now. Love you, Alice.